During the summer of 2020, I packed up my van and set off on a road trip to experience life the way other people lived it. I didn't know where I was going, and because the pandemic left me jobless at the time, I really had nowhere to be. I just knew that there was something more to life, and I was ready to go all in and be a part of it. While making my way through Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, Amish country many call it, I noticed hay bales everywhere that read, "Drink local whole milk, 97% fat-free." So intrigued by this grassroots effort to promote something that didn't make any sense to me, it was here that I knew I needed to be for a while, to learn and appreciate this way of life. I made only a single phone call to someone I once never knew in regards to these hay bales, and little did I know, that simple hello would end up becoming one of the most eye-opening experiences of my life and the reason for this video today. You look like Mr. Nelson Troutman. What's going on, sir? That was my first interaction with one of the most influential men in the dairy industry, Mr. Nelson Troutman, and the one behind the hay bales.
This was the original bale, the first bale that I painted in December of 18. I said, local whole milk. I never put this on. I painted the rest of it, and then I thought, well, hey, we gotta have something at the top, so I put drink on.
It was 2020, and I would go on to learn that him and a group of volunteers had formed an organization to help educate the public about the advantages of whole milk. Known as 97 Milk, they believe that proper education will help save local farms, which we are losing at an alarming rate all over the country. Fast forward 1 year later, I'm back in his hometown of Lebanon, Pennsylvania, to catch up with someone who I now consider a friend and share with you why so many dairy farms are being forced to shut down.
We wanted to educate the consumer that whole milk is only 3.25% butterfat. It's not 5%, it's not 10, it's not 100% like some people thought it was. And that is what we're trying to do, educate the consumer, because our advertising arm does not do that.
What 97 Milk wants to see is a label change. Instead of it saying whole milk, which Nelson believes can confuse the customer, advertising 3.25% fat would be a fair way to educate the consumer and could help the sales of whole milk, which for the farmer means more profit for them. Now let's touch on the prohibition in public schools. So
yes.
Explain to me what is going on in the public schools with whole milk.
Somehow the federal government got through the Congress that you can only serve no fat whole milk, no fat milk, whole milk, and 1% flavored milk. And the kids, you can't, they don't like it. They throw it away. They throw it away unopened in the cafeteria system, and they don't like the taste of it. They would like whole milk.
I had absolutely no idea that whole milk in public schools was prohibited by law, and shocked to hear how much waste is made as a result of the choices they are currently given. Did you have any idea about this? Let me know in the comments below.
Now it's 97, and the people that are involved are, well, we had a hearing in Harrisburg on the prohibition of whole milk in schools, and it was the leadership in the Senate, and they basically said, no, they set on record, what are we doing to our children in schools in Pennsylvania? What are we doing? We're hurting them. They if they're just drinking sugar water, they can't grow their bones. They're obese. It's just a losing battle with the nutrition that the kids get in schools. And so this 97 evolved, and right now we're to the point where we're working on prohibition in schools, educating the consumer and telling everybody we can. We're still educating them on whole milk, because there's so much education that has to be done one-on-one or groups or whatever, whoever we're talking to, even like now.
Yeah.
Talking one-on-one. I keep going away. and so it's been an involving thing.
Yeah.
As we go along.
During my 3-week stay in Lebanon, Nelson introduced me to other farmers who feel the struggle of staying afloat, having to find other methods of work to make ends meet, but still carry a hopeful smile everywhere they go. One of them is Martin. For 40 years, he's proud of what he has accomplished, but doesn't see a bright future in the local industry.
Well, it's probably 8 years ago, milk price had dropped. Milk price fluctuates, but it always rebounds, but it hadn't rebounded for the last 8 years. And what stuff is costing today, it's not enough income to support a farm, especially a family farm. And
if it's so difficult to make enough cash,
our friendly bankers.
So the bankers are supporting you at the moment.
Interest is not too bad, and you gotta go. I mean, you go buy a tractor like this. 40 years ago, you could have bought a tractor like this under $10,000. 210 today.
$210,000?
Exactly.
Holy cow.
Same size tractor. Cars, they hold their value. Cars right now aren't as valuable as they were 10 years ago. 10 years ago, you could get good money for cars. Right now, you can't. A lot of farmers around here, like Nelson, he raised a lot of cows and he sold herds. Mm-hmm. And he did good selling herds when he did. Today you won't. You can't raise. It costs you more to raise a heifer than what you get for them today.
Oh wow.
Oh yes. Yeah. This is. And today people borrow money and it reaches out 40, 50 years. You can't do it in 5 or 10 years anymore. It depends what you want to do. Especially if you want to buy a farm. And you can't buy a farm for $20,000 an acre.
Yeah.
And farm it. You got to be a video guy or somebody else to bring extra money in. So a lot of guys are doing a lot of farmers have a second job or do extra work. I do custom work, help people in the farm to help get their haylage and stuff away with harvesters to make an extra income. But those equipments are expensive too.
There for
Mr. Bernie.
Me.
For lunch.
The old man has arrived.
Look at you. I haven't seen you since the last time I saw you.
Good to see you. Can't shake your hand, but
We'll do one of these numbers.
I have to.
Yeah.
I have a broken triple brake.
Tell the truth. Your wife slapped you.
Well,
She probably wanted to, but
well, she does. Now, do you want me looking at the camera?
You're going to talk to me.
Okay.
So I want to introduce you all to a dear friend of mine who I met last summer. His name is Bernie, and he's going to tell you a little bit more about what he does. So you can tell. So you're gonna talk to me.
Okay.
All right. Hold on a second. So we can
15 years ago, I was asked by the farmers of Berks, Lebanon, and Lancaster County, through Nelson Troutman, will I get involved in helping them with their issues of being looked down upon by the people who were supposedly supposed to market their milk. They weren't being marketed properly. I took a look at it and said, this operation and the people picking up your milk and marketing your milk either is mafia or it's mob related, but it's run like a mob because the people, not the farmer, makes the decision of what to pay the farmer, how he's going to pay it. The milk truck backs up to the bulk tank to the farm every day or every other day, picks up the farmer's milk, takes it to the processing plant. Farmer has no idea no idea what they're going to get in price. They live day to day on a prayer, trusting the co-ops and the processors and the marketers
that they're going to take care of them.
That they're going to take it. They're going to be fair. They're going to be transparent. That has not been the case.
Yeah.
Agriculture is being taken over by big business all the way around. Milk, meat, beef, poultry, dairy, whatever. But that's me. I'm marketing. I'm standing up for the little guy. That's me.
You're doing a great job.
I'm a little guy. But I have the best guy on my side, the good Lord himself. We're doing the right thing. Sean,
wait, what is it they like about me? I want to record this so I can put this in the video.
This gentleman here is interviewing me is not like Sean Hannity. Sean, I like as a person. He's a good person. But he talks too much. He doesn't let his interviewees do any talk. He let me talk. He let me tell him my story. Hey, it's short and sweet. Do what's right.
Thanks, Bernie. Due to the increase of mega dairy farms, facilities that hold thousands of cows, local economies are taking a huge hit and family farms are becoming a thing of the past. If you are a consumer, I suggest buying local and do some research to see which milk brands support smaller farms. An email to your state representative will help too. My goal with this video was to help you understand what is going on in the dairy industry, because at one point, I had no idea this was happening, and I think it's important that we understand the world around us. These farmers work hard to make a living, take great care of their cows, and our support can really help make a difference.
I am so thankful of the help. Everybody that helps, I am just so thankful for that. I'm not 97 Milk. Yeah, it started because of the bale, but there are a lot of troops on the ground, and that I'm very thankful for. You're one of them. You're one of them. So that is what I'm thankful for.
It's been an incredible journey, an incredible experience coming back a year later to see the progress. And yeah, I appreciate your time, and thank you everyone for watching. Thanks again, sir.
Yes. Great. Yeah.